the ring our main event participants. First, here is the undefeated challenger, Danielle, New Era Perkins.
Anticipation building for our main event. And what a moment for Danielle Perkins, 5-0 in her young professional career, with an opportunity in her 6th pro fight to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Was asking about this during the week, and she sort of smiled and said, hey, I love this kind of opportunity. A smaller heavyweight for all 4 of the belts. Now, like we talked about, Claressa Shields has said that Perkins is the first fighter that she's encountered, a first prospective opponent that she saw in person, and she didn't see any fear. Danielle Perkins' journey in the pros hasn't necessarily been what she'd hoped, but tonight's opportunity is perhaps beyond what she'd ever dreamt of. After winning the 2019 World Amateur Championships at heavyweight, the first U.S. fighter to do so since Claressa Shields, Perkins entered the pro game in search of new challenges. The problem was, none existed. Perkins struggled to get fights, in part because of her imposing stature, no doubt, but also due to the scarcity of talent in her weight range. The fights she did get, well, they were quite often on Shields' undercards. But all of that changed when Shields moved up to heavyweight as well. And the two friends frankly decided that they need one another. Tonight, Perkins hopes to go from avoided to undeniable. And a little bit of a twist over the last couple of days about the contracted weight for this fight. Claressa Shields believed the contract weight was 175 pounds. It actually was 180 pounds, which Danielle Perkins made by about 2 and some change. There was some discussion yesterday and early this morning, I was told, about having Danielle Perkins weigh in to try to be under 185 pounds. Perkins' team said no, we didn't agree to that. We can rehydrate as high as we want. Danielle Perkins told us during the week she usually rehydrates around 190, 195 pounds, so she is going to commit to this fight as the significantly bigger woman. That weight disparity, the size disparity that's been so central to the build-up of this fight may just be even more vast than we know as Danielle Perkins enters the ring thinking, I deserve it all. Now right now, no one's safe for me. I did it with integrity and still try to hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it just came to me. That is me. Nothing came for me. Still got pain for me. A point, the shameless me, or the famous me. And now let's welcome to the ring, accompanied by hip-hop recording artist and executive Papoose. She is the defending world champion, known as the quote, Claressa T-Rex Shields. The champ is in. 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 film made about her life. Walked to the ring by a rapper and about 5,000 people here in Flint, Michigan for the homecoming of Claressa Shields.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout. It is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it'll be for the WBC, IBF, WBA, and WBO Undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Salida Promotions in association with King's Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Bet Online and Hotel St. Regis, Detroit. It is sanctioned by the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission, along with the World Boxing Council, the International Boxing Federation, the World Boxing Association, and the World Boxing Organization. Our 3 judges assigned, scoring on a 10-point must system, will be David DeYoung, Rose Lesend, and Robin Taylor. When the bell rings, our referee in charge will be Ben Rodriguez. And now, boxing fans joining us live on DAZN, and boxing fans here in Flint, Michigan. The time has arrived for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. She comes to the ring wearing red with black and weighed in officially at 177.2 pounds. Coming to us from Brooklyn, New York, she is a highly accomplished 2-sport athlete who had a stellar amateur boxing career, achieving gold and bronze in the World Championships, and now as a professional, undefeated with 5 wins. 2 of her 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion, Danielle across the ring in this main event. She is the defending world champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. She comes to the ring wearing black with gold and weighed in officially at 173.6 pounds. Hailing from right here, Flint, Michigan, she is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, now undefeated as a professional with 15 wins, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Her outstanding accomplishments include becoming a 5-weight world champion and 2-weight undisputed world champion, regarded as the #1 pound-for-pound female fighter in the world. Here is the current WBO Women's Light Heavyweight World Champion, and tonight, the reigning and defending WBC Women's Heavyweight Champion of the World, known as the GOAT, Claressa T-Rex Shields.
All right, ladies, bell line is good right where it is at the top of the waistband. Bell line is good right here at the top of the letters. Ladies, let me remind you, you are fighting for the first undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship of the world. You know what's expected of you. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. God bless you both.
A historic moment and a dream homecoming for Claressa Shields as she looks to add to an overflowing trophy case. But tonight, Danielle Perkins hopes to turn this dream into a nightmare.
You ready? You ready? Box.
Our main event is underway. Claressa Shields, Danielle Perkins, the undisputed women's heavyweight title on the line.
And you can see right away just a significant size advantage in there for Danielle Perkins. Like the rehydrated into the 190s, Claressa Shields maybe got into the low 180s. That's going to be something Danielle Perkins has to try to take advantage of if she's going to have a chance to win this fight.
Perkins looks huge. She looks tall, wide shoulders, strong. She's definitely the heavier fighter. Shields is going to be careful in these early rounds because Perkins, she may be the older fighter, only 5 fights, but she's still a bigger, stronger fighter in there. And this is the problem when you're going up in weight. You got to be careful of the power. You can't take it for granted.
Three-punch combination there for Shields. The right hand certainly breaking through, as did that one.
And I love that Perkins is coming out aggressive on the front foot, not intimidated by the quote.
And that's one of the things that Claressa mentioned during weigh-ins, that really made her nervous. That Perkins has absolutely no respect or fear against her one-time dear friend.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Danielle Perkins does have good power in that straight left hand, but she's a little slow to bring it back, and that's why these counter shots of Claressa Shields are probably going to be her best weapons.
And these are those early moments, Sergio, that you and I were talking about, where Shields counters in that opening round and just saps the confidence of her opponent.
She takes the confidence out of him with the foot speed, with the combinations. Claressa Shields, one of the best combination punchers in boxing. She puts them together. Quick hands, quick feeds, good combinations. Everything's flowing.
But watch that right hand. It's coming all the way from the back, and she's supporting it with her right hand. It is nice and steady. Consistent for that power punch that has done wonders for her career.
Take your time, take it through. That's all you gotta do. You take your time and set her up. You know, keep punching, just focus with that jab. You get focused right there. Anytime you throw a shot, just move your head. You're too far away from it. Just take your time to get closer. Get closer. You see something I'm talking. Go ahead, baby. I got you. If you stick with that jab, baby, keep stepping. And you can see that Shields was trying to time Perkins to come in. She's trying to bait her in to land that right hand. Perkins not falling for it.
Second out.
Shields came up short with all those punches because of the height, because of the reach, and because Perkins is such a big woman, such a big fighter. Shields is going to have to jab her way in and respect the size of Perkins.
Round 2 underway, and Chris Mannix, Danielle Perkins talked about kind of the boredom that she felt in her career, waiting for opposition and competition. She's found it here tonight.
Well, she's taking a major leap up in competition against Claressa Shields. The one thing Claressa, I think, probably should do early on is target that body. Claressa Shields is not a big body puncher. Statistically, her numbers are way down, but against a tall, long fighter like Danielle Perkins, those body shots are going to be available.
It's going to be hard for Claressa to break that long reach. I love the way that Perkins is fighting tall. She's fighting tall, and she has that left hand caught. Shields has to respect that left hand, so she needs to break that range with jabs and foot feints.
And what do you think about Perkins widening her stance the way that she has for this fight?
Hey, listen, some fighters love wide stance. It's okay with them. You don't lose power doing that as long as you're athletic. Perkins has that athleticism.
And she's always on that toe on her left leg, just almost like to catapult a nice power punch on her left hand. Watch how she just puts the foot up, always supporting that pivot.
Perkins trying to use that length from your lead hand, keep Shields at bay.
I don't know what you guys think about that. Chin is too out there. She's overreaching just a tad bit. Perkins might open up for a nice uppercut coming from Claressa.
Shot to the body there. Right hand, right along the belt line of Danielle Perkins with 20 seconds remaining in the second round.
Perkins has the right idea, being on the back foot. You know, it's going to be hard for Shields to break that range when she's on the back foot.
Good right hand towards the Shields as we come to the end of round
2. You're getting wide, getting ready, teeing up in the air. Close your shit. If you're going to attack her, boom, but stay in your shit. Don't go back to that other shit. We know you big, we know you strong, but stay disciplined because she's still in moments. She's still in moments. Like when the 10-second bell, she just wants to still in moments and spin around. Stay disciplined. You got to capitalize. You came out, touching the jab, you shoot, jab, sit your ass down. Don't pull back no more. Jab, jab. If she comes, you punch. Chin down.
Look, I love the fact that Perkins showed no fear. She was waiting for the right opportunity to pounce. Shields trying to come with the quick combinations. Perkins says, I'm not allowing that tonight. I love that exchange. Shields got the better of it. I think she dominated the middle of the ring, but I love the fact that Perkins did not back down from that.
Yeah, Perkins got to be careful, Sergio. One thing she talked to us about this week was being cognizant of how far she can fall behind in these early rounds. She is looking to land that one big shot, but she knows Claressa throws some eye-catching punches that are clearly going to get the attention. There it is right there. Right hand over the top.
And Perkins is hurt.
Perkins is in trouble. Perkins is all over the place. No more friendship here. The load is unloading in round 3.
It's that right hand, over and over.
Perkins trying to fight her way out of danger, but there's a lot of time for Shields to work with.
Let it go. What? Go back.
Perkins wisely grabbing a hold.
Big
Shields knows she can hurt Perkins.
It was a big overhand right landed by Shields. It would be smart for her to go back down to the body. That right hand will be there again.
Big left hook to the body. Shields pouring it on.
Perkins is hurt, guys. Perkins is hurt.
Go back.
And Perkins topples over. I think she got tangled up with the referee, but she is on wobbly legs.
Absolutely. She has not recovered. She has no legs from underneath her at all.
The crowd is going wild here in Flint. Danielle Perkins cannot just stand there. Claressa's really loading up on these right hands.
Stop. No. Stop. Get back.
It's going to be an overhand right by the group. She's looking for that overhand right.
10 seconds. 10 seconds, ladies.
From the first round, we saw that overhand coming.
And 3. Box out.
How about
One more right hand from Shields. And that will do it for a wild round 3. Much turns for loving this one. Yeah, turns Crawford. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in all of boxing here to support his strength for Claressa Shields.
And here's the replay. You can see Claressa was just biding her time to land that big overhand right. Anytime you have a tall fighter, stationary fighter, that's what you got to look for. Shields has the speed, the technique, and she has the foot placement to get inside on the bigger fighter. Southpaw or not.
And Sergio,
Perkins was rocked.
as big as that right hand was, it looked like it could have even been bigger. It kind of clipped the shoulder first of Danielle Perkins.
That punch is going to land again.